back to Mike's Diabetes World. Okay, so what are we going to talk to? Oh, yes, I wish the hell I could get fired for this job, but I just can't seem to do it. What the hell am I talking about? I didn't come out and interview for this job. I didn't ask to be a diabetic. But 48 years ago, they accepted me and I got diabetes. But it's not the job I really wanted. I don't think anyone really wants this job. So stay tuned. We'll be right back and we'll get going on today's topic. How can I get fired? Talk to you later. Bye. Okay. Did we sign on for this? Did we say, hey, I can have days of feeling like crap, low blood sugars, high blood sugars, uh, limited what I'm eating to? Did I sign up for this? I don't remember sitting and going into an interview and saying, yes, I really, give me a pen. I want to sign on the dotted line. Because this is full of crap. How can you get fired? Well, unfortunately, as it stands right now, we can't get fired from T1D. Once you have it, you're stuck with it. And you have to learn how to grow and live your life with type 1 diabetes. You're going to have excellent days where I got this, to days where you just feel like crap. And, I don't want to do anything. All I want to do is sleep. To be waking up with a fireman in your bedroom trying to administer sugar so you can get your blood sugar up. I don't know anyone who would want this. But yet, we are expected to do it every single day. Now, while it's true we can't be fired from the program, there are certain things we can do to make it better. First of all is control your blood sugars. Work it into your system, your daily life, that you get up in the morning, you do a blood sugar, you take your insulin, whether it be by syringe or by a pump, and you go and you live your life. The better tight controlled you are, the lot less swings you have. My life is so open and everything because my volatility of my blood sugars. And it's not a good thing. I would love to just get up, go to work, do my blood sugars at work, come home, eat dinner, have a nice relaxing evening at home. That would be great. A lot of times, if I get sick with the flu or anything, my diabetes is like, I didn't ask for this. And I bring out this old analogy. My diabetes is in my face. And you want over here where you keep an eye on it. That's the best we can do. And, you can't be upset that you have diabetes every single moment of every single day. You need to be more alert and be open to learning about the disease and learning how you can keep it stabilized. Because I can tell you, things that could happen is your blood sugars go up and down, up and down. And that'll feel like you don't have any control over it. You can drop from a normal blood sugar and it comes all the way down. Your wounds won't heal. You seem to take longer for your body to recuperate. All of this is commonplace. But if you keep your blood sugars within 3.9 to 10 is the average, but double check with your doctor to see what numbers are more acceptable for you. But keeping your blood sugars down within that will stop the swings. And you could go out. You could go out to dinner. Now with the pumps, we don't have to worry about taking along our needle. I can remember it was a scouting. I was involved in scouting for years. And it was a scouting executive. And I went out to dinner with him. And my needle fell out of my pocket onto the ground, unbeknown to myself. And the waiter came by and said, "Excuse me, sir, have you dropped something?" And I said, yes, but it's not what you think." Here everyone, I'm sure he was thinking, "Oh, we got a drug addict here." I'm sure I felt like I was going to get tossed out of there. But my scouting executive said, "It's okay, he's a diabetic." So, but now with the pump, we don't always have to carry needles around. It all works out better. So, I say 3.9 to 10. That's what it is, a millimoles. Okay. 3.9 times 18 equals, so 70 milligrams per deciliter to 180 milligrams per deciliter if you're in the American system. But glucometers, I'm lucky I don't have to have a glucometer anymore. My phone will give my readings. My pump will also give me my readings. So we're doing well. But don't play games with yourself, because in the long run, it's going to be worse for you. Because like I said, you can't go into your doctor and say, I quit. I'm not going to do this anymore. Because if you stop doing this, you're going to feel twice as bad. You're going to continue to be sick. You're going to go into DKA again. You don't want that. When I get DKA, back in days when I really wasn't following the rules, but I would go and end up in the hospital, end up in a DKA. I have an IV and IV insulin and another IV full of fluids. I still felt like crap. And the doctors would go, "Oh, yeah, you're back." Okay, yes, all right. But I would go through and I'd sort of almost like getting clean, like a drug addict getting clean. And I would go, "Oh, yes, I'm going to live my life perfect." And it took a few years for it to finally sink in that I could live my life with my blood sugars lower. They didn't always work, but they could do it. And keeping your blood sugars within normal ranges can almost be like you fired diabetes. When in reality, we know we can never fire diabetes, but it's just like we have. So, no, you can't fire diabetes. Sorry, buds. I wish I had better news. Have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye now. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me